So I am not 100% sure why the Lord wanted me to post this video, but I am going to walk in obedience and post it. So the Lord wanted me to show each and every one of you my suitcase of clothing and the shoes that my two children and I have. Right now, we are in the season of living in a hotel. We have been living in a hotel since the month of February after moving to a new state out of obedience to God. And until the Lord blesses us with our home, this is our home. And these are our belongings as far as our clothing and our shoes. So these are our shoes. We have one pair of shoes right now. I also have these, but these are what I wear around, the hotels. But my children, they wear their Crocs around the hotel, and then I also have my flip flops. So we have one pair of shoes between each of us. And this is our suitcase. We have one suitcase, and I did throw some other clothes out before we came because I didn't want to lug around too much because we are without a car right now at the moment as well. So this is our clothing, and we rotate between probably about 3 to 4 outfits a piece every week until the Lord does bless us to be able to get more. That is what our suitcase looks like. Okay, so the two scriptures that he was placing upon my spirit that he wants me to share with this video is Luke 14:33. That's the NIV version. In the same way, those of you who do not give up everything you have cannot be my disciples. And then we have Matthew 19:21, which is also the NIV version. Jesus answered, if you want to be perfect, go sell your possessions and give to the poor, and you will have treasure in heaven. Then come and follow me. So a lot of people think it's crazy, right, that I fully surrender to the Lord and I walk in full obedience. And I have given up jobs, I have given up homes, I have given up, family members, friends, and I have just given up that worldly life that I used to live. And I follow Jesus. I am now a disciple. And I don't do it for show. Like, I really do follow him. And this just goes to show, most people, and even myself, like when I was in the world, I like the fact that I can go to work and make sure I get a paycheck at the end of the week, and I know that I will be able to go shopping or, buy a new wig, keep my hair done, keep my nails done, go and buy some liquor, some hookah, etc., right? But I can no longer do that anymore. God has called me to full-time ministry, so that is the will and the way that he has for my life. And not only does he have ministry for me, but I also have, kingdom businesses, which is also a ministry as well. I have 2 children, my family, which is also a ministry as well. And if the Lord calls you from a 9 to 5 and that's not what he has for you in this lifetime, then, are you going to be willing to give that up to continue to follow him? Are you going to be able to sacrifice? Are you going to be willing to sacrifice, that 9 to 5 and that paycheck that you get every week to follow the Lord? Are you going to walk in obedience in the will and the way that he has for your life? Or are you still going to want to do it your way? So I decided that I don't want to do it my way, because my way is the hard way, and my way, it will not get me to what he has for me in life. This is my Job season, and it's like, what are you willing to give up? What are you willing to sacrifice to walk with the Lord? Because remember, Job had to temporarily suffer, and then God gave him back double fold, triple fold. So what are you going to be willing to sacrifice? It's just a season, and there's a place and a time for everything. So the season that the Lord has me in, is allowing him to fully provide for my children, and I is teaching us to allow him to fully provide for us. And that is what he has been doing. He shows up each and every day for us, and he will continue to provide for us, and that is what he wants to do. He wants to provide for us, but he wants us to have that faith and that trust that he will continue to provide for us. And as I stated, there will be a season and a time where we will be allowed to get things as far as clothing, and I'll be able, to do different things with my hair again. But it's like, those things at the end of the day are not what's important. Our relationship with the Lord is important, and we can't take those things with us when it's time to go. And those things also don't make or bring you full joy, happiness, peace, contentment like your relationship with the Lord does. I cannot pray to my clothing or pray to a wig and ask them to bring me joy, because it just will not. It's all temporary satisfaction and temporary fulfillment. So that is what my suitcase looks like, and that's just, you know, what we have for the moment. And as I stated, we have been living in hotels, and my work consists of full-time ministry. I also am an entrepreneur. I'm just waiting for the Lord to bless the work of my hands, you know. And until then, He'll touch the hearts of destiny helpers, or He will show up supernaturally for us. But He provides for us, and we are happy and we are content, you know. He makes sure we eat. He makes sure we keep a roof over our head, and He makes sure that He fights all of our battles for us. So, you know, whenever opposition decides that they want to come up against us, we have His protection. And in the world, you know, I couldn't really say that, because there was so many things that was going on and happening to me that I was unaware of, and I did not know and understand until I fully surrendered my life onto the Lord. So Jesus is the way, the truth, and the light, and this is the beginning of my testimony, because I am still living in answered prayers right now, even though, you know, we are in this season right now, because we are on our way out of it. Amen.